Good morning. Good morning. I wish I could say it's a good morning because I just looked on the news and Project Veritas got hit by the FBI. It's pertaining to a diary or a journal from Joe Biden's daughter. That is scary in itself. What is so important about it? He did admit himself that it's not a verified diary. The problem is they seized his phone, and more importantly, the donors to Project Veritas, which has been the kind of at the forefront of putting teeth to words, targeting corruption and everything. This is an attack on the free press and the free press. The free press is so important. I really don't care what your leanings are. I'm kind of more of a problem solver. I could care less how you conduct yourselves in daily life, as long as you're not bothering nobody, as long as you're, positive influence to society, whatever it may be. Political leanings, most of the time, there was a time where I always go back to the Twitter conversations I used to have. I'm a little bit of a free market capitalist, a very strong free market capitalist, like true free market capitalism, without the regulations that government imposes. But I do understand through a conversation with someone who's more of a bureaucrat, but still believes in capitalism to an extent, that some government protections, some federal government protections for workers to make sure they're not being taken advantage of, because a capitalistic society is a little bit cutthroat, and there should be some protections out there. Usually, it's in the basis of capitalism is based on competition, and usually people that are skilled people will pay more for people that are skilled, so they have the right to barter their wages. But there will always be people that will take advantage of people, and I think there should be protections for that. He did move my spectrum on the needle for my free market capitalism to a little bureaucracy is fine. There used to be a time, but what I'm trying to say is there used to be a time where we more agreed on what the problems were. Our solutions were just different. And the whole, politics is confrontational. It really is. It's because you're fighting for your idea, because you believe you're right, and in the marketplace of ideas, you should try to find a way to prove that you're right, whether it be analysis and stuff. The problem is new ideas are new ideas, and new ideas are not tested, and it's hard you can predict a little bit, but you cannot really verify if they will work. Kind of like, to me, it's kind of like science. Like, I don't really know anything. I'm just a construction worker, down on hard times right now, but life is pretty good. I'm a little bit proud of myself because I don't pay rent. I don't take anything from the government. I go to work and I live. But the attack on Project Veritas is troubling, to say the least. The early morning raid, that's knowledge generating bureau tactics, and that's pretty scary. But yeah, what can I say? Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day. It was cold. I was up at midnight. I stayed up till like 5:30, and then I went to sleep. And I came up again. It's like 8 o'clock. Lit me a fire. Feeling nice and toasty up in here. And it's a beautiful day outside from what I see. Might be a little chilly, but can't really complain too much. There's people that have it a lot worse. Things are getting worse. Energy prices, well, winter time's coming. Food costs going up. I mean, I don't mean to be bringing a bad news early in the morning, but I mean, sometimes you have to face it. And if we run away from these problems, and the whole point is, can we just find a solution? I mean, let's talk about a solution. I don't really hear much of a talk about a solution. Like, how are you gonna fix it? Oh, we have to ask OPEC. We didn't always have to ask OPEC. There's plenty of fuel here. I just don't understand sometimes. But just the fact that I don't understand is what makes me curious. And I stay curious. And I always ask questions. And I'm not very smart, but at least I put some thought into the things around me. And I think that's important. At least to me, it's important. Don't know.